You talked about the fact that a lot of the action of this movie is very unrehearsed. I guess it's not quite the same as doing like a Mod Squad or Avatar or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different. The whole process of this was different, and I think that a lot of that is usually predicated on the director. I think every director has their own process, as you would say, for an actor or whatever. Right. And this was something that I think, Mark is very comfortable with physicality and has some experience with that, and me, I'm not. I don't know. So we kind of go through it loosely once or twice or whatever, and they'd be like, no, we got it. And it was like, yeah, and it was, in the beginning it was sort of terrifying for me, but he's really, I mean, he is that strong to where he has total control, and he can, pull me out of a car 20 times in a row.
Well, your character has it's like a 5-year-old daughter that he's taking care of. Unfortunately, he gets to see him beaten up, playing with his friend. Basically, I mean, as a father yourself, how did you feel about this character? And even though he's trying to do the right thing, are you conflicted about the fact that what he's doing is dangerous to his family or to his daughter?
That was definitely my daughter was definitely a hook for me with this character, and something the way, or one of the ways that I could personalize the drive of what Briggs was going for, and the fact that there was a 5-year-old daughter, that he had a 5-year-old daughter, kind of like rounded him out in the best way. I initially thought of the character as just being this person who just wanted to hurt people, and I thought that was interesting. It was just very simple. And is that possible? Are there people that just want to do that? They just want to hurt people. But then when the idea of having a daughter was introduced, it just made so much more sense, and made it less black and white.
Right. Now, obviously, you have your daughter of your own, and so you've done some very intense roles over the years. I'm assuming there's certain films she probably hasn't seen of yours.
Absolutely, yeah. That, or maybe not. I don't know. With in this day and age with the internet and all that. But yeah, I would say so. I would say that there's definitely some movies that I would prefer not to see.
We mentioned before, we were talking earlier about how this reminds you of some of the 70s films too. There's some grittier kind of anti-heroes and the character-driven films of the 70s. Are there any particular roles that inspired this portrayal that you were thinking of, or they were in the back of your mind even when you were doing this?
I don't know. We're in such the age of reality television and documentary series and all of that, and the internet, and we have just this limitless wealth of information at our fingertips now. And so I think that, in a way, possibly, maybe, I don't know, some of the actors of the 70s who were involved in those movies would cherish that, the ability to actually go and see, 40 or 50 hours of documentary footage on prisoners, Yeah. So that was the reference for me. And I don't know, I would say that, as Ben was saying, that, you learn to walk by watching your parents. And as far as an actor is concerned, yeah, I mean, of course, they're all, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro and Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman and Marlon Brando, Gary Oldman, all of these actors who I cherish and would aspire to be like, are always there in my mind.
So is there a certain type of role that you haven't yet to do? I mean, you're sort of known for kind of some darker things. And I mean, Rum Diary is interesting. That was a very different kind of comical. It sounded dark, but only kind of lighter character by the end.
Yeah.
It was like something you completely out of left field, just something you're dying to do.
I don't know. I did it. I did definitely want to do a comedy after Contraband, to put it mildly. And I did. With Mark, we did a movie called Ted, which I mean, I don't even know if it could be classified as a comedy as much as just sort of, it's just creating its own genre. Really. Yeah. I mean, it's so out there.
So what did you learn about New Orleans from this movie that you maybe didn't know before?
It was definitely something that I feel comfortable there. It's just a great place, and there's the history there. It's just unparalleled.